I'm working on getting the press ready. I could really use your help. Could you go out and collect some stories for the first edition? I have a list of people who have been affected by super mutants and want to give them the chance to have their voice heard throughout the Commonwealth. What do you say?
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
Oh, great! This will really help me out. This is a list of people that I need you to interview.
Hey, dear. You come to hear Laney's tale of misery and woe. That Alyssa woman told me someone would come to hear all the grisly details, and I figured it must be you.
I'm not here for chit-chat.
Well, dear, it all started when our trading caravan stopped for the evening at one of those small outposts. I can't remember which one now. You see, my 2 sisters and my brother were all that was left of our family, and we had finally found safety with the caravan. Sometimes it was hard work, but it was ours. And up until then, it was safe. So anyway, we set up camp, and old Ralphie the guard set up his usual watch for the night. I'm not really sure what happened, but we were woken up by this almighty sound of something very heavy being pounded into the ground. We were all woke up, and I grabbed my old trusty rifle, ready to address whatever shenanigans were upon us. When I went to look for poor Ralphie, all I found was a pile of blood and guts, and those big green buggers were upon us. Well, I pulled up my rifle, and I took a bead on the big, mean-looking one, and my gun jammed, and I couldn't get it to release. The gun jamming like that sent me into shock, so I rolled over and ran like hell over the hill and down to the river. When it was all over, I snuck back to see how bad it was. There was no one left standing. My poor brother and my 2 sisters were lying on the ground, with their necks broken, like discarded dolls from some poor child's playground. As there wasn't anything left for me, I came here. Oh, God. Just thinking about it makes me sick again. Please go. I need to be alone some.
ブルメーカーは追い出すよ。覚えておきな。
あら、
What do you want? You look like one of them weak city slickers trying to grease up a broken old man. Did that Alyssa girlie send you?
How are you doing after everything that's happened?
Well, you see, my old lady and me were sitting pretty with a working farm. It wasn't anything fancy, but it produces a solid crop, and we were able to make a decent living. Well, one day, out of nowhere, 3 of them big green mutant buggers come charging through the orchard. They start destroying the place. Now the missus, not being backward about coming forward, you know, she charges up and confronts the head bastard. Without blinking an eye, that bastard swings his giant club and takes my poor wife's head clean off like it was some 4th of July pumpkin. I saw all this as I was walking back from the neighbors. Seeing as I couldn't help her anymore, well, I ran and hid till they finished their terrible business. I mean, he just killed her without saying a word. They're just monsters. We need to eradicate the bloody lot of them. Well, I hope you got what you came for. Please, let me be now. This talk has not done me well.
Oh. Are you here about the muties? Did Alyssa send you?
Can you tell me about them?
Oh. Well, it was like this. We had things pretty good. Mom and Dad had found us a nice apartment that wasn't too damaged, and, we had a good setup. We had raided the other apartments and managed to scrape up everything we needed, but it didn't last long. One day, my friend and I were on lookup in a boarded-up old grocery store. We were just sitting there when, I don't know, 10 of those mutant bastards just walked up to the front door of the block and just smashed it in like it was a piece of paper. I panicked because I had to warn Mom and Dad. But there's no way I was going to sneak past 10 angry muties. I bolted up the fire escape, but when I got to the window of our apartment, I could hear the horrible bellowing and roaring coming from our living room. I saw my parents ripped apart. I mean, how does that happen? It's burned into my brain. I close my eyes at night, and it all plays out like some horror show. Over and over and over again. Been living on the streets ever since then. Jet helps with the thoughts sometimes. Anyways, I better get back to my hole before someone steals it. Make sure people know about this.
Ne?
Oh, great, you're back. How did you go with the interviews?
Finally got them all. Here.
Well, it can't be easy. Here's payment for your trouble. Thanks to your reporting, I now have enough for the first edition. Come back at the end of the day and I should have it printed. This is going to be big.